Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so the message today is about the rewards of ingenuity and change. It means that shit wasn't working out the way it was working, and so you decided to change, and now it's going to work out much fucking better. So we start out with the Hermit reversed. In this deck, it's called Imagination. This is the William Blake deck, one of my favorite ever decks. The Hermit reversed, the Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Painting reversed, which always reminds me of the more traditional Rider-Waite World card. And then we've got this Child of Music or the Page of Cups upright. And I want to read the little message on the Child of Music card, but first I just want to talk about these two. So again, it's like doors have not been opening, and I don't take it even so much as the Hermit card, so much as this imagination, where whatever your ideas were, it wasn't opening the doors. Things just didn't seem to move, like you kept hitting blocks or whatever it is. And so it feels like the solution is in this Child of Cups, which normally, you know, Page of Cups, it's like coming up with a new creative solution, coming up with finding whatever's going to fulfill your soul, moving in that direction. And the poem is piping down the valleys wild, piping songs of pleasant glee. Maybe that's not really a poem, but that's what it says on there. And so it's like, well, it didn't work out. Don't take it so personally. When there's rejection, when things don't work out, when there's failures, sometimes it can seem so fucking important, but we allow these things to keep us stuck and stifled, and we don't try again. And really this just says, well, if it ain't working, then find what does make you happy, fill your cup, and then, you know, then the opportunity to try something else, doors will open. So then we've got the Magician card. We've got, actually I'm going to take it one by one. So the Magician card was actually the first card that came out, and it's funny, when I chose this deck today, this was the card that kept showing itself and showing itself. But when it landed, it was face down, so I was a little bit pleased to see that that Magician was determined to come out. But I think that determination is exactly what this energy is getting at, leading to. It's about filling your cup, you know, finding a reset, getting back to center, and then that determination to try again. If something compels you to move forward, if you feel inspired by a destiny, if you feel inspired by purpose, if you feel inspired in whatever way you feel inspired, and sometimes it'll be along the same lines. If you're a musician, you'll be inspired to play music again, but sometimes you'll be inspired in a whole new direction. The important thing is that life moves through you, and you will be inspired again, and embracing that determination to continue manifesting and creating and using that divine magic. The Magician has all elements at his, you know, at his fingertips. He utilizes earth, water, fire, air, and spirit. He is the spirit to animate it all. And so again, it's determination. I love that. And then, actually, I'm not going to go to that one, because then what we had was the Liberty card. This is the Judgment card. I fucking love this beautiful card. And you know, 10s always indicate the completion of a cycle. And so this is the 20. This is compounded in that completion. And you know, or maybe you don't, but this is the second to the last card of the Major Arcana. So this is nearing the end of complete cycles, but to complete a cycle, to really move through the portal of you know, shutting the door on the old and opening the door to the new, there's got to be moments of transcendence where you're completing old cycles, you're done with old shit. And maybe the reason why things weren't working out in the past was, it could be connected to belief systems, it could just be connected to who knows what it is. Lessons that need to be learned to create a more solid foundation as a jumping off point, so that when it's time to take flight, you really can fly. Also, all of these people are naked, and I love nakedness in the tarot indicates transparency. So maybe through your failures, through the doors not opening, through whatever perceived rejections or whatever, maybe they were to mirror back to you that you were doing it in an inauthentic way, or you were doing it in a way that you believed everybody else says that you're supposed to do it or whatever, and that's just not true for you. It's more about this transparency, this authenticity, this really doing it because of who you truly are inside. And while we face rejection, it almost makes us, more shy and give us more of a tendency to withdraw and hold back. It's saying no, move forward, deepen into that authenticity, deepen into why you are doing what it is that you want to do, being who you be, and allow yourself to be free. I guess that's the secret ingredient. That's the key, is greater authenticity will set you soaring. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the woman of painting. And I notice on here that she's like rewarding this child who is painting the clouds. She's got this wreath of this. At first I was like, is it a halo? I guess it's a crown, but she's placing this crown on this child's head who is painting, and it's like, I don't know, there's something about how he's creating an outline around this cloud. And again, we can go so deep into the imagery, but we look at these other people and it's almost like they're overthinking. This person is, I don't know if they accidentally chipped the head off the statue but this person just looks like they're concerned. This person looks distraught. All of these things, but this kid is just doing it. And I think that's where the rewards come, just doing it, being, again, determined, being consistent, being, what was I going to say? Tenacious. I love the word tenacity. Being tenacious and really committing to yourself and what it is that you're doing, but also having fun. Like the kid's not sitting and worrying about what does the teacher think. And then also, I guess I've never looked that deep into this card before, but the cloud is behind her head, and it's the same cloud that this child is painting. So I don't know. There's something about art mirrors life, mirrors art, mirrors life, maybe. But that's how we create life, I don't know. I want to go more into that, but it's almost like saying, did the cloud appear because the child was painting it? or is it the other way around? But does it really matter? It's just that this child is creating. And I think there's great rewards just from being true to what it is that you see. And it's, I don't know, it's almost like, do whatever is in front of you. I'm reading so deep into it now, but do whatever is in front of you. What does that mean? Now that seems to be a message that wants to go into. Do whatever's in front of you. I don't know. I guess make art of whatever you see and allow everything to be a source of inspiration. Maybe that's what that is. So then we end with the 9 of music, or the 9 of cups, and it's happiness. And it's so funny. I'm like, what do they mean? Do whatever's in front of you. Create, make art of whatever you can. And then we've got this happiness, the 9 of cups. But then there's this like poem on this card. He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy. But he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity's sunrise. And so that's what it is. Do whatever's in front of you. Appreciate whatever you have now and make art of whatever it is. Appreciate the happiness in front of you now. Don't try to hold on to it. Don't be too attached to outcomes, if people are noticing what you're doing or not. And that's the thing, I guess, is also about this. The kid's not worried about whether the teacher approves. They're just painting. They're just appreciating the moment, and they're making art of it. And so life is art, art is life, all of those things. And that's exactly personified in the words here about appreciate what is in front of you, and don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what others are seeing. Don't worry about anybody else. Just go within yourself and appreciate it and enjoy life as it flows through you, as it comes to you, as it presents itself. Find find joy in every moment that you can, and just appreciate your ability to do so. So, all right, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love until next time.